Hello, and welcome to Coach on the Rocks with myself, TK. I can see quite a few of you tuning in, so let me know if you're here. Give me a thumbs up. Um, and happy Friday. Today, I wanted to talk about something that we've actually recorded a podcast episode about, our new podcast episode, the Leading with Agility, and it's all about leading multicultural teams or leading cross-cultural teams. So what is it? So in the modern day and age, you probably work with people from all around the globe. But if you work with a company, the chances are that the company culture might supersede the culture of a given nation, of a given region. But what if you've got very different business units all around the world with their own specific culture, and then you have to collaborate in a cross-cultural team, or you want to possibly get people's cultures and really make sure they're welcome. So that becomes an interesting challenge. And our podcast is all about that. But what I think is typically neglected is, if you're here on LinkedIn, if you look across social media, it might seem that everyone is really comfortable in speaking English, right? Certainly in written content, or if you have something that you've pre-recorded and edited, you might find that people speak and understand very well. But it's not always the case. What happens is if people have English as the second language, what might be the case is the fact that they feel really uncomfortable with their knowledge of a particular language. Or possibly they think it's okay, but they feel it's difficult for them to express themselves. And such, when working with people that are more fluent and skilled in English, it blocks them. They feel not included. They feel like it's really, really difficult. And, sometimes one makes mistakes. And it's easy to use these mistakes as a way for you to possibly lose your confidence a bit. So there are many ways of dealing with it. But an interesting one is, how do you embrace other languages? How do you make sure that people really feel welcome? And then one of the interesting things we've seen, and we're talking about it more in our podcast, Leading with Agility, on your favorite podcast player, is including the other languages in, giving things names from other languages than just English, making sure that we embrace a language variety. So every language, even if we primarily communicate in English, is being respected, welcome, and appreciated. That can work quite a bit, and it can also be quite fun. Least because people can make fun of butchering pronunciations, even if they're perfect English speakers. How well will you do with some other languages? Well, I invite you to experiment with that a bit. And as we're here, all the best for the weekend. And I hope to see you again in such large numbers on Monday. Bye bye.